I reflected last night and again this morning on this feast. It's an optional memorial, but why would we take the option not to celebrate this beautiful feast of Our Lady of Fatima? In this month of May, we honor our Blessed Mother Mary. She was crowned this past Sunday, and we thank God for her great intercession for us. She's a great help, our great advocate. And so, back in May, this very day, 103 years ago, May 13th, 1917, when the world was in the midst of World War I, the Great War, the war to end all wars, and yet we know that that's not the case. Mary came to three shepherd children, Lucy, Francesco, and Jacinta, 10, 9, and 7, and told them that she wanted them to pray the rosary for an end to war, the war that they were in, the world was in at that point in time. Pray for the conversion of Russia, and pray that people would be more disciplined, be drawn closer to her son. If they would do that, the world would be much better. Of course, we know that would be the case. But not everyone listened. And she appeared to them for the next 6 months, from May to October. And on that last vision, the last time she came, there was a great miracle. 75,000 people witnessed this miracle, if you will. The miracle of the sun spinning and rotating and coming closer to the world and then going further away. It was raining that morning, and the sun dried everything, their clothes and everybody there, and the ground and the land around them, as they prayed fervently. Of course, conversion of Russia, in one sense, some say that it's happened already, others say it hasn't. But there were secrets, three secrets that were divulged to the world. She also predicted World War II. Said, you know what, if you don't straighten out, things aren't going to get any better, but you have to conform your lives to my son. I'm praying for you. She did, and she continues to pray for you and me. Those three shepherd children, 2 of them would be dead within 2 years. By 1920, this happened in 1917. By 1920, both Francesco and Jacinta had gone to heaven. But Lucia, it was told that she was to remain and witness, and so she does. She becomes a Carmelite nun, sister, and she continues to pray and encourages the world to pray until her death in, I think, 2005. So you and I are called, though, to witness to the Lord, to listen not to what Lucia said, but what God said through Jesus' mother and our mother as well, Mary. Pray the rosary. So pray it every day. It's something that we all should do. We're now in a pandemic, and people are fearful, not really knowing it's a war, another war, but it's an evil. It's a disease that we don't quite have a handle on yet. We're working on it. Slowly but surely the country's opening up, but nonetheless, it's still a force that we have to reckon with. And I think that one of the best ways that we can handle COVID-19, is to look to our Blessed Mother Mary, to ask for her help, her intercession, and through her prayers and our prayers united with hers, anything we ask in her Son's name, Jesus' name, that God will grant to us in his good time, in his way. Today we're told, Jesus says, I am the vine and you are the branches. That's a beautiful analogy. You think about that, huh? A grape harbor is something a lot of us don't know a whole lot about, but my grandfather grew grapes not too far away from here back in the 40s. I never knew my grandpa. He died in 1946, but he had his grape harbor. He had it in his home in the city, the north side of Pittsburgh, Perrysville Avenue, and he had grapes here in Franklin, then Franklin Township, now Franklin Park Borough. But funny thing about grapes, my uncles, they had grapes as well, and so you had to tend them. You just didn't let them, you didn't plant them and just let them grow. You had to prune and nurture them, you had to fertilize them, and you were not pruned. The suckers, what are the suckers? Well, the suckers are those shoots that come out of the plant, out of the vine, that go kind of, they're wild. They go straight out, and you can see, just looking at them, that they're not really a part of the plant. And so those ones need to be cut because they're taking the nourishment from the vine, and it's being wasted. So you prune those things the way God prunes us, in a sense. Sacrament of reconciliation is a way to be pruned, to come to reconciliation, to come to say to the Lord, I love you, Lord, but I haven't always done it the way you wanted. Sometimes in my wild moments, kind of like those suckers, I need to be pruned as well. And so God pardons and forgives. Sometimes, in pruning, there is when you cut it, there's a wound, if you will. It's not detrimental to the plant. Actually, it heals over and seals up, and then the plant grows stronger, kind of like reconciliation. Kind of like pruning the same way we prune when we pray, when we receive the sacraments, when we look and read the scriptures. It strengthens us. It gives us nourishment, that we can be grafted to that vine, which is Jesus Christ. That nothing or no one upon the face of this earth can tear us away. And so when Jesus says that I am the vine, you are the branches, he's talking about us. And today, through our Blessed Mother Mary's intercession on this feast of Our Lady of Fatima, we have another one who's pruning us as well, nurturing us, helping us, strengthening us to be grafted firmly on the vine of her Son, as she is. So today, we thank God for our Blessed Mother Mary, for the occasion of Our Lady of Fatima, and for the prayers that we continue to pray, that through Jesus Christ, the vine, you and I may be strong in our faith and witness to his goodness, truth, and love in our daily lives.